Welcome to the Force Unscripted's lexicon of weird Force facts, where we bring you a fact of the week about Star Wars. You'll be able to get your Force Unscripted fact fix every Tuesday when we drop our episodes. This week's fact is going to be about A New Hope. Did you guys know that the idea that Darth Vader is mortally wounded and needs a suit to survive was an afterthought? The original reason why Darth Vader and the Stormtroopers are wearing those suits is because they had to pass through the vacuum of space when they entered the blockade runner at the beginning of A New Hope. And so that's the real reason why they originally started like that. I think that is, well, knowing what I know, I think that is just, in some scenarios, slightly better than Anakin's master turning him into, as Hunter put it, a pocket pussy, and then he has to be Robo-Man from then on. But, you know, I kind of like the fact because we get the whole Obi-Annie series and stuff because of that. I still think it's kind of cool that they had it as there was a practical reasoning behind it, you know?
Yeah, I think it's really cool that like all the armor concepts that we see in Star Wars, including of course my favorite Mandalorian armor, probably came from the idea that, hey, maybe they don't want to suffocate in space. Guess we'll just give them some pressurized armor. And then it became a whole Empire's uniform, and Vader's like the aspect of terror that he provides to the on screen is, you know, all based off his armor. I think that's really cool.
You want to know what I think is really cool?
What?
The fact that in a small mini episode about a fun fact about Vader, Stormtroopers, and The New Hope, you still somehow managed to sneak your Mandalorian boner into the segment.
Oh yeah, I did, boy.
Red means bad. Red means bad.
Red means bad. I'm always going to throw it in there. You want to talk about armor? Let's talk about Beskar.
No, we're good. We're good.
Well, I mean, circling back to, you know, Vader actually going into the blockade runner, how does it just being like a spacesuit incorporate his labored breathing in the hallway? Because, I mean, like, that's like one of the best scenes. But still, I mean, like, the Stormtroopers aren't making that fucking sound.
Well, I mean, like, distinguishment, right? Like, he's the big bad. The big bad gotta have extra stuff.
But, I mean, it's like one of like the most iconic scenes. It's his labored breathing just in a dark hallway.
You know what? Speaking about his labored breathing, one thing that I want to mention about Vader is how fucking extra he is. Because if you watch Rogue One and the scene, like, at the end, he's in the hallway with the rebels with the lights off, and then all of a sudden, his, like, respirator starts. That means that motherfucker had to turn it off, walk into the darkness, and then turn it back on just to scare the shit out of some rebels. I think that's funny. That's Vader being extra.
Or he just held his breath for, you know, dramatic effect.
That's still extra. You're the Dark Lord of the Sith. Why are you holding your breath?
I mean, Vader's pretty goes extra quite a few times, you know, just be standing in the middle of space with his cape billowing in the wind.
Oh, I was just about to mention that, like, the fact that he had to use the Force to make his cape billow.
In response to your comment about the stormtroopers not like breathing like that, Din Djarin does when he goes on the planet of Mandalore to like check the quality of the air. He has like a very similar sounding breathing aspirator.
I actually didn't know that. I don't remember that scene.
Yeah, it's season 3, episode 1 or 2.
Was it like when he first goes to Mandalore?
Yeah.
Are all Mandalorian helmets sealed to vacuum or from vacuum?
Yes.
So in Legends, they are sealed when the helmet is on. Absolutely. In canon, it seems more like it's a activation, but they can be sealed immediately, like, but through activation. Din steps, like, he turns it on, and then you hear him breathing through the aspirator, and then he steps out of his ship. But in Legends, they were always sealed.
You know what I don't understand about Vader's suit? Why didn't he have internal comms the same way the Stormtroopers and Clone Troopers had?
He probably didn't talk to anybody.
I guess that's true. All right, guys, that has been your weekly Force Fact. Dive in with us next week for our next weird Force Fact from amazing lexicon of facts that we have for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow us at The Force Unscripted on all major podcasting platforms, as well as on Twitter, formerly known as X, at Force Unscripted. Thank you, guys. May the Force be with you, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, Girl Scouts.